What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9, volume 12 of your midsummer edition of Big Fan. After a 3 to 4 week hiatus, Hank,
yes,
we are back in the studio.
We are.
The temperature hasn't changed from outside. It's still 98 degrees outside. However, we're in the nice air-conditioned confines of the studio. Feels good to be back in here. Feels good to be talking with you today. It's been a bit.
Well, it has been a bit. And, last week we were going to do this, but we had to derail because of the 17 days of Chad that were going on and could not be interrupted. Most people know that when we left, you were preparing for the 17 days of Chad, which is really a lonely time because your family was leaving you. Your oldest is back at school. She's living in Colombia. And your daughter, Lucy, and your wife, Jennifer, went to Portugal. Yes. Okay, so let's hear a little bit about the Portugal trip, and then we'll talk about the depths of sorrow that you were in when they were gone.
Many people, before we jump into the Portugal trip, many people ask me, Chad, what are you going to do for 17 days? And I said, guys,
grieve.
I'm going to drown myself in work. I'm going to drown myself in work. Okay. Stay at the office longer. Okay. Get there earlier. Get there earlier. Stay longer. Okay. Print more.
Printing through the roof.
Printing through the roof. Coming out the wazoo.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the goal.
How'd the goal go?
That went pretty, yeah.
You actually left earlier, came in later.
Sometimes they didn't even come in.
Okay.
But let's begin with the Portugal trip. So that week, I took them to the airport. They flew off. It's a long trip, Hank.
You don't say.
It's a long trip.
Going across the Atlantic? That's a long trip.
And, to get the best airfare, they had a couple stops. Like instead of straight shot right over to Lisbon, we had to pop in Toronto for a 5-hour layover.
Then to Greenland.
And then to Greenland probably, stopped in Denmark, and then we're in Lisbon.
Okay.
But they get there, it's 24 hours later. And so the first day, it was just me and Koa. And it's, without them in the house, it's quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm not lonely at this time. It's just quiet. It's just weird because there's no energy except just me and Koa.
Yeah. Do you know what's also funny? As I find this, and that people are going to probably think this is bad, but I feel like when I'm in the house by myself and Harrison's there and Reagan's not there, I don't move stuff around very much. So my house stays pretty put the same.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you got Harris throwing his keys and baseball stuff, and then Reagan's got her purse and groceries and stuff like that, it's just a lot of stuff coming in and out of the house. I must be really boring because I use the one cup and the one plate and nothing else changes in my house.
Felt the same way, man. So after 17 days, literally, I'm looking around I need to straighten this place up. This place is going to be a disaster. It looked exactly the same. I used the same cup. I didn't wash dishes one time. I don't even know what I ate, Hank. This is funny. This is when the diarrhea virus is going around. But the lettuce virus, and they were like, if you eat vegetables, you're in trouble. Blah blah blah. So Olivia, who hates being sick, called and said, "Dad, are you all right? Have you been following the rules?" I was like, "What are the rules?" And she was like, "You can't eat vegetables." And I was like, "No problem here. Since your mom and sister left, I have not even looked at a vegetable. I haven't touched a carrot, a cucumber, 0 vegetables in 17 days. Hey, and that is no lie.
That's
not
crazy.
A single vegetable.
What were you eating?
A lot of potato products that turn into liquids. Potato products that are liquids. Do you understand? Vodka is made from a potato.
Yeah, that's true. So
I said, Livia, don't worry about me and eating the vegetables. Do worry about me overdosing on potato products. So I did. Let's go through my diet for this 17 days.
Do you eat breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Okay. So
yes.
Do you eat lunch?
I eat lunch. Normally, it's not nothing big. I'll eat sushi. I'll go to eat sushi at Wild Wok, or Sakura.
Okay.
And then sometimes I haven't done this in a while because I'm kind of trying to watch what I eat because my blood pressure has been rising.
Okay.
So I had to go to the doc. Anyway, long story. So I used to eat pizza at least 3 times a week, Yeah. No more pizzas for me.
Okay, no more pizzas.
So the last 17 days, what really did I eat for lunch?
Pickles, cheese.
I ate ice cream. Ate a couple waffle cones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I think that might
have done it.
That might have done it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe I ate Subway one time. I remember getting a sub. I was in the car traveling to High Point, and I said, I feel like getting a sub, and I chose the worst sub place out of all the fast food subs. Let's interrupt here. I had this conversation last night at the Hickory Crawdads baseball game. Top 5 sub places, fast food sub places, not like the ones, like Dante's used to be.
Yeah.
Give them to me because I know you're a connoisseur of this stuff.
Subway's definitely bottom.
Let's go Subway 5.
5.
Okay.
Right.
Toasted or untoasted, whatever you want to do.
Toasted or untoasted.
Yes, it could be either or. 'Cause some of them do them, some of them don't.
Okay, so I think number 4, and you're putting me on the spot here, and I always,
I know.
I can
just.
But number
roll.
4
You're
will
good
be
at
Jimmy
this.
John's.
Not bad.
Okay.
Me too. Subway behind Jimmy John's because I'm not a big Jimmy John's fan.
No.
So I'd put him 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Subway, Jimmy John's. I'm going to have to jump around here just so I know which is which. I'm going to go Jersey Mike's 1.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
Okay.
1.
And I think it just took over Chick-fil-A as the voted favorite. Then number 2, and this is going to be controversial because it is a chain, Substation.
Is that a chain though? That feels like that's a Hickory franchise, right?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I agree with you. It would be 2, but we'll leave it at 2.
So what others are there?
Firehouse.
Oh, Firehouse.
Yes. Where would you put Firehouse?
And what's the other ones?
The other ones, I think it's out of business. Quiznos.
Okay, Quiznos.
Yeah,
Quiznos is
Blimpie. How about Blimpie?
That should have been 5. We moved everybody up. Okay. And then Firehouse can go behind Jersey Mike's, I guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that would be my order too. So we talked about it yesterday, and everybody said Jersey Mike's as well. I always thought it was called New Jersey Mike's, and my kids, Dad, it's not New Jersey Mike's, it's Jersey Mike's. But I call it New Jersey Mike's. Everybody went Quiznos too. I said, y'all, let's look at Quiznos.
Too?
I said, Quiznos, I think, is out of business. I don't think Quiznos even exist anymore.
Yeah.
So they're gone. So anyway, Jersey Mike's, the number 1.
Quiznos, it reminds me, and you're this person, so I can kind of pick on you.
Yeah.
There's very few people that I know are Powerade guys. You are, my brother is.
Really?
Everybody else is Body Armor or Gatorade,
yes.
right? And I feel like Quiznos is that you're that guy. You're like either a Quiznos guy or whatever. And it's kind of like, who else? It's
fair.
Sonic. Who the heck goes to Sonic?
The only reason you would go to Sonic are for the slushies. That's what I think.
Pelicans is across the street.
Fair enough. Which I did eat Pelicans one day for lunch.
Of course you did.
I did.
For lunch?
Yes.
Shaved ice and sugar for lunch?
It's called Tiger's Blood.
I have had Tiger's Blood. It's pretty good. Have you ever had the Shark Attack?
Is that the sour stuff?
Yeah, and they put the shark gummy in there and they move it around. It turns into blood.
I thought that was just for kids. But anyway, so yes, I did do the Pelicans. I love Pelicans.
I do too.
You can't go wrong. But anyway, back to the Powerade thing. So the way it started, I was a Gatorade dude, but Gatorade's got tons of sugar. Powerade does as well. However, Powerade's 0 sugar one tastes way better than Gatorade 0 sugar. I mean, it is night and day. I can't drink the Gatorade 0 sugar. Can you? Obviously, you drink the sugar ones.
No, I drink Body Armor. Body Armor.
Isn't that really expensive? Body Armor ones?
I think so.
Oh, is price comparable?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so you are right. There's a handful of Powerade dudes.
You and my brother.
That's so funny.
Powerade guys.
So funny.
That's so funny. All right,
back to it. Back to it. Now, okay, so we went through what I ate for lunch and dinner, which was basically nothing. And so Portugal trip, they land, get a little jet lag, but they're in a little town. They visited Lisbon.
There's 29 Substation 2s in the U.S. I'm putting them in. They're number 2.
Okay, take them. I wonder. Let's look at the map real quick. Look, they're on this. I see it.
They're all
southeast. We have 2 of them in Hickory.
Yeah, we do.
Man.
Yeah, we do.
Moving on up.
All right, go back.
All right, go back. They're in Portugal. They're in little towns. They go to Lisbon, Porto, and then a couple other places up north. Jennifer said it was beautiful. Lucy Rose. I'm going to say this out loud, and she wouldn't mind me saying it, but when she gets to that level, kind of like how your son is when he rises in levels of competition and stuff, she was like, holy cow, I am the worst one here.
Yeah.
I am way down here on the totem pole. These kids, most of them are homeschooled because they stay in Portugal all year round to train. It's 12 hours a day, dude.
And these are U.S. dancers?
Some of them are from U.S. There were 50 that went over in Lucy Rose's trip, but there were some Americans already there that had been there for the whole year, and a lot of them are Europeans. They're from Portugal or Spain. There's some from Mexico, Japan, but all over the world.
Classical dancing? Is this what
Ballet.
this is? Ballet.
So Lucy is trained classical. In Portugal, they have brought back something called Cuban ballet, which is a little bit different than what Lucy's trained in, but she was willing to learn. This is what I love about my daughter. I love many things, but this is it. So she knows she's at the bottom, starting over. 12 hours a day they're putting in.
Right.
Get up at 6:30, be at the studio 8, come home at 9:30 all day, on your toes for 9 days, with people that are way better than you, and you don't know them. A lot of them don't speak English, so a lot of the girls that Lucy went down there with, they separated in the studios. They're not even together. They don't even see each other.
Yeah. And
she said, this is what I compare it to. She said her instructor was a 65-year-old lady, didn't speak any English, and hated Americans. And have you seen the movie Whiplash?
Yes.
Do you remember how the instructor, he would get physical with the students and just really downgrade, make them just feel terrible, right?
Oh, yeah.
She said that's what this instructor did, and she would block it out. She said the first day she wanted to cry. Lucy doesn't cry.
Yeah.
She wanted to cry. The lady grabbed her arm, put it in this position, but not speaking English. Lucy didn't understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
And she did it, just pinpointed Lucy the first day and did all this stuff.
Which usually means that potential's there, and
that's what I said.
Usually she's like, I expect this out of you.
And that's kind of exactly how I described it to Lucy. She didn't agree with that. She was like, no, I was the worst. But she, for some reason, pointed me out and told me everything I was doing and grabbed my face and told me, do you understand? And she was like, Dad, almost lost it. But she was not going to beat me. So they did that for 10 straight days. They had the weekends off, and they trained for 10 days. And so at the end, this is what she said. This is awesome. She was like, it was hard, and I'm glad I went, because now when I go back to the States, I have the confidence now to say, holy cow, I went up against the big dogs. I think I can do anything.
Yeah.
So very humbly, but she got a lot out of it.
Sure.
So while she's training Jennifer and the moms, and she met a bunch of moms that she really enjoyed spending time with, they would go to the caverns, or maybe to the cafe, a nice cappuccino followed by champagne.
Okay.
Let's get a little croissant over here, and then let's stroll to the library and read some books from the 1600s. So they got to do all kinds of fun stuff while the girls were training. So at night, the thing about Portugal, another thing is, so everything shuts down in Europe from like 1 till 5 or 6, siesta. So you go and hang out, and then eat lunch, drink wine, go take a nap, bang, get up, go back to work. How does anything get done that way, though?
I don't know. I was going to say, that's your schedule. You tell us. You tell us, siesta boy.
It's pretty funny, Hank. So the town, she said they had manufacturing.
Seems like it's perfect schedule. I could
dig that up a ton. But the cafes and the restaurants and stuff, they close. So if you're hungry at 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you're out of luck. And they open back up like around 7 or 8. They didn't eat dinner till 11 o'clock at night. The girls would get back from dancing till 9:30, eat dinner at 11. Walk everywhere. You don't have to take a car or anything. You walk everywhere in these little towns, and they loved it. The day before they came home, I think Jennifer was ready. Rose was like, I could stay here for the rest of my life. That's how much she loved it there. Because
just the lifestyle. Not the dancing, but the lifestyle.
The lifestyle, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, they had a great time. I picked them up on Sunday. Their flight.
Not a minute too soon for you.
Oh, yes. Picked them up Sunday at 9. The flight was supposed to arrive at 9. So remember, it's the last
PM.
That was the World Cup day too. Okay. Yes. So, and the night before, I was very tired. Let's just say this, but I was like, I'm not going to be late. Even though the flight was coming at 9, I said I'll leave Hickory at 7 just in case it comes early. I'll sit in the cell phone lot, and y'all text me when you arrive. They were coming from Toronto. There's wildfires in Toronto, smoke blowing around. Canceling flights left and right.
The effects you're giving.
You like this?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So they were canceling flights left and right, and I was like, you know what? I would never hear the end of it if I'm not there on time. So I said, I'll risk it. If the flight gets canceled, I'll stay in a cell phone lot. I'll sleep there until the plane comes. Sit there. Hour passes by. Another hour passes by. It's 9:30. Flight was supposed to be there at 9. Jennifer texted me. She said, okay, we've just arrived. but I think they've lost all our luggage. And I'm like, I said, so what does that mean? She was like, we've got to stand in line and fill out paperwork because no one is at Air Canada's front desk. They send them to another front desk, all this manual paperwork. They finally call me at 11 o'clock. I've been in that freaking cell phone lot since 7:45. Pull up, get their luggage.
So they got their luggage.
They had got one bag. So 4 bags, the big bags with all their stuff, was still in Toronto. 4 people on the plane got all their luggage. The rest of everybody would get like mismatched. One bag here, the rest left.
Did they bring that to Hickory?
So what they did is they located them. They sent it out on the next flight from Toronto to Charlotte. It sat at Charlotte Douglas. They got a courier to come pick it up, and they drove it to our front door yesterday, which was cool. But it was still, it had Lucy Rose had everything in there that she owned, and she had senior pictures yesterday. So she had to go to the store, buy all new makeup, all this stuff for the pictures, and of course it shows up like 1 hour after the pictures are done.
Of course.
But this is kind of cool. The airline said they would credit or send a check for everything we spent that caused us any grief.
Did you buy her a new car?
Should have.
I would have bought everything, boy.
Oh, I should have. It's really good thinking.
Computer for work. I had to do everything.
New phone. But anyway, they had a great trip. And so I know we've kind of glossed over what happened to me.
Let's not do that.
You want to jump into it?
Let's get back. So, when they left.
Yes.
They left on Saturday. When did they leave? No.
It was a Thursday. It was a Thursday.
Okay, so how quickly did we come out of the gates?
Yeah.
Okay, and by coming out of the gates, I mean golf, watching soccer, baseball, listening to music, alien watching, all that stuff.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Came out pretty hot, Hank. I came out pretty hot. Dropped them off Thursday morning early, right? They were there early. So I get back, and I remember calling our friend Steven Sparks, like, it has begun. And that's exactly what I said. And he said, what shall we do first? And this is 12 noon on a Thursday. And I said, I've got to do some work. Let me get some work done. And he said, I'll be where I'll be, which is at the lake. At the lake. Because he gets to do some work out there on the lake, And so I said, I'll be there as soon as I can. So we roll out there. I probably got out there about 4:30 or 5. Hop on the boat. Do some cruising around, there's 3 little bars on Lake Hickory. We hit them all. End up at this other one that's close to his house, listen to some live music, made some friends, leave there, decent hour, maybe around 10. And then other buddies in the neighborhood knew that Thursday was the day. So when I get back, I just sent the text out, hey, I'm back home. Boom, 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 boom. There's like 8 people on my deck, like by 10:30. And so... yeah, we rocked it till 3:30 in the morning.
3:30?
Yeah, or 3 o'clock that first night.
Yeah. 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and then Friday, golf, standard match, 27 holes this Friday in particular.
Okay.
Took it to the cabana after that for a little bit, then back to the crib. Same rowdy neighborhood crowd comes, 3:30.
Oh.
The next day.
Saturday.
It's the 4th of July.
Holy cow.
That's the 4th of July.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think on the 4th, I actually did a well check on you.
You did. I think you and another friend of ours both did.
I did 3 or 4 during this time.
Yes, you did.
Just because I had to get eyes on you a little bit.
I appreciate you. I appreciate the check-ins, really. So when you'd call, I'd say, I'll check my pulse just to make sure I was still alive.
Make sure I'm still here.
Yeah. I'd get up, just, look in the mirror and wipe my eyes. But anyway, I appreciate you checking on me. So the New Year, you'll appreciate this, though. So July 4th, my dog hates fireworks. And Koa was my mainmost man for 17 days. It's just him and me. We spent a lot of time together. Mm-hmm. Big, long walks. He'd lay on the bed with me. We'd watch movies. Did get to see a couple movies. Disclosure Day. Saw that at the theater with Steven Spielberg. 2 aliens out of 4. Let's give it 2 out of 4 aliens. Then I saw Minions with my niece. We'll give it 1 yellow bald head out of 4.
I
fell asleep in there. Woke up to my niece cackling, laughing like, where am I? What am I doing? And so I slept through half of it. But anyway, just 1 yellow head out of 4. But back to the story. 4th of July comes. Parties galore. You invited me to our friend invited me to a party. You were going to be there.
Right.
Supposed to start at 2. Because of the inclement weather, the heat, they postponed it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Moved it back a couple hours.
Yep.
Well, the second party I was supposed to go to was starting at that time, so I couldn't be everywhere. So missed the pool party, unfortunately. Went straight to the lake for the first party. Left.
See my son there? He was at the lake, I think.
I did. I did see your son.
Okay.
So I get to the second party, and they had started the adventure quite early. This is at 4. They had started at 11.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time I get there are girls crying. There are a couple people that don't know how to swim that are swimming or trying to swim without their life preservers. And I'm walking into this, and I'm like, this is a bad scene.
Yeah.
So I get there, try to say, hey, y'all, let's get back on the deck. Come on, let's get on shore.
Yeah.
And so then there were about 18 ranges from college kids to like 70-year-old women swimming around, and they've all been partying since 11. So anyway, I did my best to make sure everybody was safe.
Safety first.
Safety first. So I left one drink only. One drink.
Okay.
Left to go to the next party. Next party started early as well, but I was getting there right for the fireworks.
Is it on the golf course?
This is on Sparks at Sparks Lake House.
Okay.
Get there at 8:30. Fireworks start going boom, boom, boom across the cove. Some dude had bought $40,000 worth of fireworks. And you've been on the lake before. You've
Sure.
seen it. I mean, they're coming from everywhere. It's everywhere. Right beside Steven, the house beside him, they shot off $5,000 worth. Boom! It's just going bang, 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 bang. So I'm up on the deck. A lot of the people at Steven's party are in the lake, and just some of Steven's cousins that I've never met are up on the dock with me. And so I'm sitting there looking at the fireworks. Bang, 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 goes off for 45 minutes. I was like, wow, that's a good show. I turn around. There is nobody up on that big dock except me.
Why?
They had all kind of went to the other dock or jumped in the water. And so I was just like lost in the fireworks, And I'm like, wow, that was a really good show, right, y'all? Nobody is up there, just me.
Yeah, that's.
And so I made a decision. Steven and all them are swimming, and it's so dark you can't even see them in the water. I was like, all right, Koa is probably freaking out right now.
Yeah, probably freaked.
Either you can stay and you'll be here for a whole night because you're not going to get an Uber home, or take it home now and spend it with him. So I take it home, get him out of the bathtub. That's where I found him when I got home, in the bathtub.
Hyperventilating.
Yes,
probably.
like just freaking out. Get him out there, holding him, bring him back down to the couch, pour one. Tastes pretty good. We'll start watching my music, watch a movie or two about aliens. Next thing I know, I look at the dang clock. It is 5 in the morning, Hank.
Oh, my God.
I have stayed up 5 o'clock in the morning listening to music with Koa and watching alien movies.
Well, I think that was the night you sent me R&B song being, it might have been 2:30. It was about a 2-minute video. Mm-hmm. In the last 10 seconds, you decided to jump in
Start
on
singing.
the lyrics with it.
This, I'll bring it up, but I told you I never have listened to the Dance with My Father song. So that night.
Oh, wrong time.
Wrong
time, dude.
I mean, the last 3 hours from 2 to 5 o'clock in the morning, I think I shed about 1 million tears. I was watching this
emotional evening.
I'm telling you. I mean,
all R&B related.
All R&B, these sad songs, these sad movies, these sad movie clips. And so, by 5, I'm exhausted. I'm like, Koa, let's go to bed.
In here?
Please, yes.
At 5, everybody's exhausted. I mean, don't act like you did something special there. Like you've wasted so much energy. Because
so very
I
true.
mean, I think the funny thing is we can go on record that you probably played every other day golf. On that point, about every other day.
I'd say, yeah.
Right, every other day, which is tiring in the heat.
Very true.
Okay,
very true.
So when you tell me that you were just exhausted after staying up from 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m., 5,
yeah.
I don't care who you are, okay? I don't care with your potato diet.
Potato diet.
Well, it sounds a little bit different than my evening. We went over to our friend's place that you were going to come over, got in the pool, ate. Then we left and we went over to the club to watch those fireworks, and we got there and like right when we got to hole 5 and they're shooting them off on hole 5. We got on the green, right, and they're shooting them off down kind of on 4 on the thing. We went over to our friend's house that's on 2.
Yes.
And then we walked down and like right when we get on 5, we're like, oh, this is good. That's good. Pew. The last one goes off.
You're kidding me.
And I was like, you got to be joking me. And Reagan was like, why did we come? I was like, I don't know.
So what do you do? Just turn back around and go
back around and walk back. But Harris has a problem with fireworks. Like he has got a real pyro side to him. I mean, he loves them, and he's always like, it'll be something stupid, like it'll be something dumb that's considered a victory in our house, and it'll be like, we got to shoot off a firework. I'm like, I don't think so. But our neighbors now know, like if one of our old neighbors used to do it when Carolina would beat Duke in basketball, or really when they beat them in anything, football, anything, he'd light a big one off. And so we have a tendency to do that with a Carolina victory now.
So that doesn't happen very often. I guess y'all don't shoot off too many fireworks, right? Is that what that means?
This guy.
He's got all the jokes.
This guy's got all the jokes. But so he put on a little show for us. So we had a little firework display in the back of our house, and everybody was safe, and nobody lost a finger.
Yes.
Which was good. And then, but I did not go to bed at 5. I went to bed earlier than that. Because you were talking about, you were like, hey, we got back to the house, reasonable time. You said 10 o'clock. And I was like,
9:30.
I was like, okay, well, I'm starting to shut this down about that point.
It was just getting cranked up for me. But anyway, what a good start. That's the first three, bang, bang, bang. And actually, our producer, Moose, was at the Friday event. So he can vouch for that one. He was at the Friday event when we were kicking off the 17 days of Chad. I did the next week. So that Sunday, you can only imagine. I mean, I did not get out of the bed till 5 in the afternoon.
No, I wouldn't expect you to.
Took care of Koa. We went a couple walks, but then I just stayed in the bed, So then I go to my normal work week, Monday through Friday, and did get into the car. I just want to tell you about one.
I love how you said that's a normal work week.
What?
No way. Okay, go ahead.
Carolina Barbecue Festival 2026 was the biggest and best yet. That's thanks to our sponsor partners, our pitmasters, and everyone who attended. You raised money for Operation Barbecue Relief while celebrating the diverse blend of barbecue flavors that make up Charlotte and the Carolinas. Special thanks to our partners who helped bring the heat to the Queen City, including Charlotte's Got a Lot, Texas Pete, Coca-Cola, Ben E. Keith, Kingsford, Inland Foods, Ryobi, U.S. Foods, Turtle Box, Good Stock by Nolan Ryan, Smithfield, Certified Angus Beef, Fun Outdoor Living, and Truliant Federal Credit Union. For more details on our regional brands and partners, please visit CarolinaBBQFest.org and stay tuned for details about our upcoming fall pig picking and our 2027 barbecue festival. All that coming soon.
I got into a couple golf games then after work, but the one in particular, I play golf with some guys that like to gamble, right? They're gamblers. And so, like, if me and you are playing, Hank, we're going to play in a game. We start at a $1 bet. It might get to $4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tops, which perfectly fine with me.
Right.
This bet is it would start at 2, but before you tee off, when you're on hole 1, before any tee off, the bet's already pressed, so it starts at 4, right? So after 9 holes, it typically is at $64 a dot. Typically. They don't reset either. So the next 9, you can only imagine where it goes to from there. If 64 a dot at 9, it's getting up there. So this last game, I'm not saying any names.
We're losing hundreds if we lose big.
These guys come to the golf course with $1,000 cash in their pocket every time.
Holy
I open
cow.
my wallet, I have $3 in
Moths
there.
come out.
Exactly. They're just flying right out of there with $3. You know what I'm saying? That's what I bring to the table. Anyway, so we get into this game on Friday. I said, all right, look, normally we split the rules because I hate that betting that much makes me uncomfortable. So we always reset the bet. This time I was like feeling froggy. I was like, we're playing by your rules. Whatever you want to do, we'll leave the bet as it is. No resetting. Keep it rocking. So we do so. And I just happened, this is a day that I play pretty extraordinary. And the 2 guys that I'm playing with play very well as well. So we play 3 against their 2 because their 1 is way better than us. But their 2 normally is probably the D, but sometimes plays fabulously. And I've been against that, where he played so fabulous and just waxed us.
Long tail?
Long tail.
Long tail.
That's
Got
him.
it.
That's him. And so we get through 18, and the good guys, we're up 300 bones.
Wow.
Like, that's a good day.
No more moths than that wallet.
Exactly. So, y'all, take off our hat, shake hands, and Long Tail says, Chad, your family's out of town, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you owe me 9 more. And I'm like, I don't owe you jack, dog. Like, we finished fair and square. And he's like, come on, man, give me a chance to get it back. Play 9 more holes with me. So I look at my partners, they're shaking their head, no. Like, they're not saying anything, just shaking. No, don't do it. Don't do it. And he said, come on, man, you owe it to me. I do it for you.
Okay.
And of course, competitive whatever comes out. I'm like, you got it. We'll take you on. And my partners are like, oh. And his partner's even saying, don't do it. Do not do it. But we do it. So we play hole 19. I've got him to take the bet, which was at it's 100 something, down to 16. Because I was like, we can't play 9 more for 100, whatever, dot. We started at 16. All 3 of my 2 teammates and myself birdie that next hole, which pays double. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. The bet is now at $500 after the first hole. I said, y'all, this is too rich. This is stupid. We're friends. Nobody wants to take that much money. Let's call it. You give us $250 each. We'll call it. And all the beers on me, rounds on me. His partner says, yes, tries to get in the cart. Longtail says, nope. You owe me 9 holes.
Oh, man.
You owe me 9 holes. He's tough, man.
He's tough.
So you know where this story goes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You lose. You lose.
So after the next hole, they make a birdie. Boom, boom, boom. It goes from 495 to 425 to 385 to 325 to 215. To now it's 80. They win the hole 17 or 26 or whatever it is. It's 0.
Oh.
And they have worked from 500 to 0 in 7 holes. So I was telling my team, I was like, if we come out of here losing, dude, I might not make it home. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be so upset if we actually lose money. And they were probably mad at me that I got them in this game, because we were getting ready to buy lobsters. Now we can't even get a chicken nugget.
No, not
even a nugget. No. So my buddy says, hey, bump the bet. Let's play him for 1 hole, no strokes. Let's see what happens. And thank God we won that hole. So at least we cashed a little, but not the 500 that it once was. Hey, yeah. So
know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Exactly. I'm not good at that. So anyway, I did a lot of that golfing during the trip too. But the one thing I do, and a lot of World Cupping too. Watch a lot of World Cup. Watched a lot with Moose, my neighbors, everybody. It was a lot of fun. My dad, my brother. But by the end of week 1, I started feeling a little lonely. I love the peacefulness. Just like we said, it's always so quiet. You get home and you're not worried about anything really, because nobody's screaming, you got to do this or take the trash out or make sure somebody gets to this, blah, blah, blah. We got to get this dance bag to you. Nothing. Quiet. Just me and Koa. But it got lonely, So I start thinking about people anyway that are alone a lot. I don't know if I could do that.
I didn't get a call. You didn't ask to hang out with me.
Yes, we texted a lot. I can't remember for what, but I'm sure I think we texted about watching World Cup a couple times and about swimming in your pool. But anyway, I was just glad to have him home.
Yeah. But
I was thinking about this. I'll never have 17 days away from my family again, ever.
No.
Ever in my life again.
Unless state issued.
Exactly. Unless they all decide to leave me, which is possible. But it was a hell of a 3-week run, Bo. I'm just glad to still be.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here. I think I was talking to somebody about it today about we're just glad your health and everything held up.
Yes.
And
thank you.
I'm really thankful for that.
Yes.
It's but it's good. It's good to have you back. But the funny thing is I was thinking about 17 days. That brings us to like almost, from what I feel like, the end of summer.
Yes.
We're getting close to August. We're getting close to August.
Around the corner.
You're talking about senior pitchers. Lucy Rose getting ready to start her senior year.
Yes.
That is crazy to me.
Wild.
That's crazy
Absolutely
to me.
wild.
It's getting ready to start. Speaking of your daughters, we had the anniversary of the Rihanna book.
Yes.
This weekend.
Very important day in the lives of Olivia, Hank, and Chad.
Yes.
Very important day.
We celebrated them.
We celebrate this. For our listeners who remember this, this was several years ago. Olivia and her friend Natalie found this huge book. It's about as tall as me. It's a massive book of just pictures of Rihanna. And it cost, like full retail pricing. I think it was like $500 or whatever. And they would watch it. They'd go to Barnes & Noble and watch the discount. Bang, every month it'd come down a little bit more and a little bit more. Well, it finally got to the price point where they were like, let's go.
Let's do it.
So do you remember when they bought the book, it came in a case and it had gloves.
Oh, do I remember? That was like the criteria.
Yes.
That's all I remember.
You could only handle the book with gloves on, and they were so proud of that book. So this was the anniversary. So we sent pictures out to commemorate the anniversary of the Rihanna book purchase.
Yeah, and the crazy thing to me is it was a picture of them holding the book, and not one glove was on a hand. I mean,
they were already breaking the rules.
They were breaking the rules. We were getting oil all over this book. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Kids, and I think it's so funny, like how kids like fixate on stuff like that. You know what? Speaking of kids doing stuff like that or just quirky things. Do you know I can no longer sing in my car with my son in there?
Why is that?
Because sometimes I don't get the lyrics exactly correct.
Oh, and he goofs on you or something?
Oh, my gosh. I'm now to the point where I can't sing anything. And so I just got to stand there mute.
It's hilarious.
It's ridiculous. I feel like, like right when I sang a lyric, I can feel eyes burning a hole in the side of my head.
Your eyes are on the swivel, like looking back and forth, just waiting for him to comment.
No, that's God. What it was.
Hilarious. Just going back to the Rihanna book, they bought that book 3 years ago before they were getting ready to move into college. It was going to be their coffee table book. Okay. That's how long ago that was.
That's
Hank.
Crazy.
That's how long. Time is just flying. I mean, that was 3 years ago. Crazy.
She graduates this year.
Yes. Yeah, she's a senior. Holy cow. It's going to be next summer. It's going to be
You get a raise.
Crazy. Yes, I did. Well, one's coming out, one's going in.
Yeah,
it actually is nothing. It'll be standard protocol. But anyway, one comes off the payroll. Yeah. So, damn. What a crazy 3 weeks. So you ready for the next couple weeks?
I guess.
All right. So Livia and I, let me tell you another Livia story. This only happens to Livia. I'll make this short but sweet. I just got off the phone with her. That's why I was a little late. So she's been at the beach at Oak Island with her friends. And it's not our beach house. It's Jennifer's mama's and Jennifer's sister and Jennifer's brother, beach house. I'm sorry, beach house. It's at Oak Island.
Right. And
I feel sometimes they give us a week and we'll take it, and I just feel guilty because it's not ours, but it's our family, and they're like, use this week. So that's the only week that we would use. But Olivia wanted to show her friends, and so she asked her Nana, can I bring my friends down there? And I was thinking, Olivia, this is a bad idea. You don't want to take advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not being dumb.
Do they use it a lot? Does her mom use it
during the summer? Everybody has their week, and they won't go down there every time, but during the summer it gets a lot of use. And so this was a week that nobody was using, and Nana was like, of course, Livia, go down there, take your friends. And I was like, Livia, you make sure that it is spotless. You don't leave a mess. You make sure everything's clean. And she would anyway. She's so responsible.
Yeah, very responsible.
And so she calls this morning. She left the beach last night, and that side of the family is very and there's nothing wrong with this, but everything has to be immaculate. Yeah. Like me,
particular,
very particular. Everything back there, pillows, bang. Forks, bang. Everything right.
Push pins, bang.
Yes, because if they're not, you'll get this text. Hey, I noticed the wall painting on the wall in the kitchen was slanted slightly.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yep.
Which is cool. That's just how they do. I don't do it that way, but that's how they do. So I was like, Livia, you know how they are. Let's make sure everything's just immaculate. She was like, got you, Dad. So she calls today and she was like, Dad, I've got some news. We left for the beach to go on the golf cart yesterday. And the rule is you always close the garage door when you leave because people can get in. And secondly, they live right by that little creek. Alligators can come get into your garage.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And so she was like, I don't want that to happen. So I always close the garage door. And I said, okay, what happened? She said, well, we come back and the garage door is wide open and trash cans are pushed into the driveway. And I'm like, what? And she was like, I didn't do it. And she was like, and I know the garage door is closed. So when we try to close the garage door, it goes down halfway and starts going, and starts just, and then it goes back up. They can't get it to close. So she goes and talks to the neighbor who lives around there year round and says, hey, sir, I can't get the garage door to close. Did you see anything weird going on? Because when I left, it was closed. We come home. There's trash cans that have been pushed out into the driveway. And he said, they must have done it. And Livy's thinking, like, who is they? And she was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, they must have done it. So she calls me and she said, Dad, I think we've got the garage door able to close. But now when I open, thank God they got the golf cart in there. She was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, it is really broken. And she said, I don't think I did it. I'm pretty sure that
they must have.
Yes. So I was like, call your Nana, tell her what's going on, because the brothers, it says they're coming tomorrow.
Right.
And if the garage door is screwed up, we got us a problem. We got us a big problem.
Yeah, big problem.
So Nana's so cool. She was like, Livy, I got it. I'll take care of it. I'll get the home guy over there to fix it. But still, I want to understand who they did it.
Yeah.
I want to understand who they is. And I'm going to get to the bottom of it because we're going to Oak Island next week. After we go to Florida for 3 days, come back for 2 days to Hickory, and then we go to Oak Island next
Florida
Saturday.
trip is you and Olivia.
And Mebane. We leave Saturday.
Yes.
And so we're leaving. We'll come back Wednesday. Home Thursday.
Boiled peanuts.
Fried boiled peanuts and all that. That's Oak Island.
Yeah, I thought you said, no, that's when you go to Oak Island.
That's when we go to Oak Island. So anyway, the garage door hopefully is getting fixed. Whatever, who knows what the damage will be? That's Daddy gonna pay for it. I mean, I'm gonna have to take care of it. But still, only Olivia, she just got bad luck with stuff like that. She makes sure everything is perfect, and then the garage door breaks and won't open nor close. So
it's not Olivia's fault.
I know it's not Olivia's fault.
Good work, Olivia.
She felt terrible about it, but anyway, we're gonna get it fixed and everything will be okay. And so.
That's the worst thing that happens on a vacation.
That's true, right?
That's very easy.
Yeah.
Very fixable.
Just to hear her say, Dad, I did everything right. And, I
still broke the garage.
Still broken. I mean, what is going on? But that's just how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, so give me your vacation. I know that baseball last 2 weeks, you look very tan, Hank. I mean, you look almost like you're Hawaiian.
Thank you.
We compared arms, and you're right there with me.
We went to, this past weekend, we went to Greenville, North Carolina, and you talk about a hot spot. I mean, it's brutal. And we were there from 8:30 till 4:30, okay, playing in front of their coaches. And then we went from there. So Friday, we drove to Greenville, spent the night, woke up, played in front of those coaches, drove back to Hickory 4 hours that night.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 hours in that 24 hours. Woke up Sunday, hung out for a little bit, cut my grass, got in the car, drove to Columbia, ate dinner at the new Backstreets in Columbia.
Very nice.
And he did it. He played in front of USC's coaches.
Wow.
At their field. And I got to tell you, SEC is just different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though, they've won 2 national championships, but it's just even
South Carolina has?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Jackie Bradley Jr. was on that team.
Yeah.
And even looking at their football stadium, it's amazing. Just different. Mm-hmm. And but the other thing that's different is Columbia in the summer is horrible. I mean, it is horrible. There's no breeze. It's brutal. And but he was out on the field there from 8:30. We left at 6:45 maybe in the evening. Drove home, and we play this weekend in Charlotte. And then next weekend, we're going to go to the mountains.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little hiking, take a little time off. And then, school's going to start here.
School will be right around the corner. Yeah.
It'll be right around the corner. So we don't have much planned between now and then other than the mountains, which will be fun. But, this summer's been a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
Which has been fun.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of time together, which is like kind of cool. I thought about it the other day with school starting. We're not going to have many more. I got one more summer of this, and he's going to be on his way doing whatever he's doing.
That's it.
Same thing with your girls. So just might as well, whether it's baseball or whatever, might as well have fun with it.
The way you feel right now, because I remember you saying Harris's dream, and he's worked his ass off over the last few years to try to achieve it. He said he wanted to be D1 athlete, remember? Mm-hmm. And I think he said he maybe even SEC school. I can't remember. He was even specific about that, but it was right. Something like that.
He's got schools in mind that are on it, but he's kind of like, I don't say he's matured with that, but I think he realizes that, the chance to go MLB or whatever, not to say that no kid shouldn't dream to go to that thing, but you can look at baseball as being a tool to get a degree that maybe you wouldn't get.
Very
right?
fair, right.
And if you can do that, then that's great. You still have to play at a high level, and you still have to love the sport, and you still have to perform, and you still have to do that. So I think his blinders on what is his ideal situation has widened a little bit, which is cool.
Yes.
And so watching him kind of like go through this progression and see, all right, maybe this would be a good fit because academically it's someplace I could see myself going, or maybe this one. So it is, but it is very cool because it's changing every day, because there'll be situations where you'll say, hey, what do you think about this school a month ago? And he'll be like, I don't know. And then they follow him on Twitter after he has a good tournament, and he's like, I can see myself going there. And so, I think that's kind of interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So he's on the right path to achieve his goal, which is wonderful.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that goal is. Good for him.
Yeah.
So, Hank, I don't know if you remember, about 3 weeks ago, we introduced a new segment. It was called, Ask Judge Hank, or whatever the name we gave it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, dun, dun, dun. And so it was a huge hit.
Huge hit.
Huge hit. So I'm going to bring one question for Ask Judge Hank from me, and then a listener sent me one yesterday that we'll go with. So I forgot to tell you, in between the Florida trip and the Oak Island trip, my college buddies, who some of them I haven't seen in 30 years, are renting actually not renting a place. One of our buddies owns a house at Lake James and he's got a boat and all this stuff. And so there's like 16 of us. Some of them I see, 8 of them I probably see regularly, meaning a couple times a year, and 8 of them I have not seen since college.
Wow.
Yes. And so I'm really excited to see them. And so my buddy Brad set it all up. We're going to his place. Dudes coming from all over the country to come in. And so they were like, hey, let's break it up. And who's it going to be? Some people bring dinner for the 2 nights. Y'all do it like this.
Yeah,
somebody's in charge of breakfast. We don't really do it like that. With our groups, one guy's the chef. We just go to the store, buy a bunch of stuff, and he just cooks it. So this is a different way for me. And so everybody was taking their turns, and they were like, all right, lunch is left. And so I hadn't chosen anything. And so I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to call one of my friends who makes good charcuterie boards, okay? And get the extra large one that feeds 14 to 20, like 14 dudes or 20 girls, whatever, and bring that.
Who's coming? How many?
16 dudes.
What day you got lunch? It better be the first one.
So this is my thing. So tell me. So I ordered it. It's expensive as heck. It's almost $200.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, I'm coming up Friday, early evening time. They're all going to be up there earlier than me on Friday, but I'm coming up early evening. I bring the charcuterie, right? Can't we just munch on that all through why does it have to be just for lunch? Isn't a charcuterie board supposed to be just out for the whole weekend, people just gnawing on it?
Chad, you don't eat like a normal person.
I know. Okay, so tell me.
So that charcuterie board's going to be gone.
Will it really?
It's going to be gone.
So as soon as
you got 16 dudes in there that don't eat like you,
yes.
that eat like me.
Yes.
And I went ahead and threw you a softball right there. Okay? They eat like me?
Yeah. That's gone. It doesn't have a chance. It doesn't have a chance.
Sitting on there.
So I need to get charcuterie board and lunch stuff for the next day.
Maybe some Lunchables.
Lunchables, okay. Yeah. Or maybe sandwiches. Sandwiches are fine.
Yeah, those are great.
Okay.
Get some lunch meat. That's because like in reality, you guys are going to get up, have coffee. Breakfast is going to be later than what you normally would have.
Right.
And so lunch would be later.
Okay.
But, so it's just something, you're filling a gap.
Yes. Okay.
That's what you're doing.
But charcuterie board, bringing it to an all dudes thing, that's not crazy girly. That's okay.
I like that.
You like that? That's okay.
Right.
We're sophisticated.
I wouldn't do it, but
well,
I wouldn't do it, but maybe you should.
We're maturing. Charcuterie boards are okay.
They're
by
okay.
Me. Okay.
They're okay.
Gotcha.
Good work.
All right. So here is a question that came through for Ask
Was that
Judge
your
Hank.
question?
That was my question. Is it okay to bring charcuterie board to
you just don't expect that to be lunch for 4 days.
Damn. Something like
that would have been lunch for you for a month.
I know, no doubt. All right. So here is episode 2 of Ask Hank Anything. Dun, dun, dun. Hank, here's the situation.
Fire.
Is it a bad move to talk on the cell phone via your headphones while at the gym? If someone is beside you on the treadmill, elliptical, or stair climber, minding their business, doing their exercise, and the guy beside you is on the phone talking loud, Should you say something if that person is beside you, or should you just let it ride?
All right, this is a great question because it happens quite often.
This is from Charles from Charleston.
Charles from Charleston.
Yes.
Okay, I like Charles from Charleston.
Yes.
So I would say that there's exceptions to this. Okay. The person on the treadmill that is listening to music or watching a movie or on their phone or whatever obviously is in the midst of working out. If they get a call and that call is going to have any length to it, they should get off the machine and walk away. Yes. All right. But if it's my buddy Chad calling me, talking to me about we're going to the Crawdad game, do you want to come tonight? Yes, I'd like to come tonight. That'd be cool. What time are you guys going? I'll meet you there. Do you think we need to bring a raincoat? It's going to rain, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's fine on the treadmill. But you get any length to it and you start talking, 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Do you want to say 30 seconds or a minute and less? It's fine. Anything higher is too much?
I'll do a couple minutes.
Couple minutes.
Anything more than a couple minutes, get off the elliptical and walk to the corner.
Seems fair to me.
Do whatever, because nobody wants to hear you.
Yeah. What if the guy beside you really thinks he can sing and just like breaks out in song and sings like 2 Usher songs back to back?
Is he good?
No. No.
That's when you can get physical with somebody.
You can literally shove him off the treadmill.
You can get physical with people on that
That's
one.
fair enough.
All right. So, I mean, like once they start bringing the weird stuff to it, all bets are off.
God,
that's
great.
So, I mean, like, I think that's kind of the funny thing, too, is like when people start doing exercises with their shirt off. Like, like come to the gym and rip their shirt off.
No, you seen that?
Not at our gym, but it does happen. But, you want to be like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Very good. Okay, good. Well, thank you.
Charles.
Thank you, Charles, for the question. Hank, thank you for the answer.
I try to help the people.
Makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense. Well, buddy, we made it through. Dang, we were in here for an hour. Enjoyed being back in the studio with you. Enjoy the rest of your summer. I won't see you for about 10 days.
Yep.
So, anyway, and that means, big fan, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, so we're going to have to adjust the calendar a little bit. But when we come back, I'll have a lot of stories to tell.
Oh, we can't wait.
Tons of stories. And then think about this when we get back. Fantasy football.
Yep.
Draft is upon us.
It's that weekend.
It is the next weekend.
Yep. And then school starts.
Yeah. Man, lots of stuff going on.
We get Halloween.
Yes. Jennifer's favorite holiday. Yes. Oh, man. Time just keeps going. So anyway, buddy, enjoyed it. Moose, thank you for producing us. Big fan listeners, thank you for checking us out, and we'll come back to you probably in about 3 weeks. And until then, enjoy the rest of your summer. Peace.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.